There's something up here.
They're bringing the dam down. Eventually?
Passerby, I've shared my mixed feelings on a certain new organization. These are my potential perspectives. What is your perspective? I left some paint around. Make a mark. Give another view.
I wonder if the graffiti will survive the flood.
Alright, I should probably take a minute and...
What mark should I leave?
Myself, I guess. A graffiti art. A little stick person on a bike. You drew the bike beautifully, but the stick person. Really? Is that how you see yourself? Alright, let's do the journal.
I try to divide the things I see between two categories, permanent and impermanent. But the division breaks down. The difference is just a feeling. There isn't enough room for a cemetery in my village. Here, memory is granted space. Land is used to let the living meet the dead. Or maybe it's the other way around.
Hmm.
Kochi collected objects around the valley and laid them to rest at his father's grave. I've collected memories. Where will they be laid to rest? The museum vault? We build our lives out of what we leave behind as much as from what we carry with us.
Doesn't need to worry about what she leaves behind. The important things are buried too deep. Missing some things with the ancient tree. Or not.
This valley is so different than my village, but both places have an enormous tree watching over them. This tree will pass in the flood. What will be the end of the tree in Cairo?
West Forest Path. I gotta keep going back to. I think I was here. I don't think I missed this. Yeah, I was here.
I'd like to live in a house that looks like this, forever on fire. This is a season when memories echo on and on and on and on. Will the echoes fade away, or will they be cut off abruptly?
Alright, we got the book done. Not 100% sure where to go to next. Be back to the fruit farm and talk to her. She did say something about a woman along the water. We haven't seen yet.
I love sounds and music. If you have anything you recorded to play me.
Can I play you a recording?
These cranks. Somebody bred tons of goats during the golden season because they used to annoy the tourists. But it got out of control. We had to cull the herd. Is this what I think it is? I can't believe you went in there. Didn't you see the signs? Listen to this. Thank God time moves. Thank God we forget.
Stay where you can hear me, okay?
Thank God they had electricity down here.
Did you hear from your friend in the watery republic? Which one is it?
The Topaz. We can get a ride with them on the coast.
Great. And we're really just gonna leave the car behind.
It's a junker anyway.
Beautiful.
I told you 786 would be our year. I sang you that whole song about it.
Tourists. I have to admit, it sounds like a breeze to travel around then compared to now. Yuri and I always wanted to travel. Maybe we were born in the wrong season. Oh, I go up to sit and listen to this sometimes. It's so old, but it still works. I think it used to be more powerful, but somebody took the harpic out of it.
She has been through a lot, and now will have to start all over again.
I think Matiora is still around. She's an old artist who lives out in the woods. You could pay her a visit.
This house has such a palpable personality.
An artist in the valley.
I hope this isn't the face of a god. He looks like he'd steal your lunch. I'm not sure what to think about this. Within the piles of junk, I found a metal cutout of a symbol. These patterns, what powers have they had and lost? This is the symbol of the god of sleep. Sleep is a kind of shadow of life, refraction absent of light. This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. It must have played some important tunes.
Oh, that sound. The camera click. The valley used to be so full of the sounds you couldn't hear yourself think. Now to hear it again. That sweet, awful click. You came to see the work of the reclusive artist. Come here. Let me see. Bring it close. My eyes. I can only see here. Awful. Form, color, subject, simply awful. That was me trying to play to the crowd, to be charming. A crazy woman made this junk. An artist. I buried her a long time ago. I'm surrounded by it. I spent my life trying to make something beautiful and true. I failed. Can you bring me photos of my art? I'd like to see my work one more time. I want to see how I wasted my life.
I don't think you wasted your life, lady.
Come, show me. What do you think of it?
I could use some work.
No amount of work can replace true inspiration. What was the point of these creatures? The horned dogs of war? I look at them and I feel nothing. I should have grown ivy over them. At least the flood will take it all away. Was I never truly inspired? Did I really fail so completely? Let's see another.
The text is barely legible. 3 aphorisms from the young. None should see the face of love and live. The aphorisms are complete. Time moves us when we move not. There is no time. If music is complete, then it is not music. None should see the face of love and live.
The figure is without grace or true emotion. I thought if I stood outside his door long enough in the rain, that God would let me inside. All I did was toil my fingers to pieces. I wanted to capture this valley in a piece of art. That's all.
I want to capture this place too.
Best of luck to you. I tried my whole life and all I did was create piles of trash. Enough about my... Let me see what else you've got in that journal. My trash all on a page together, like a real art exhibit. One day, you could add my name to it. Mitziora. They might as well know who to blame. The museum vault. Every artist dreams of their work hanging on its walls. Oh my God. You'll try to go there? It's so far. It'll drain your life away trying to reach it.
My life will drain away no matter what.
That is undeniably true. Your journal might end up in the vault, which means my artwork might end up there. Oh, that would redeem everything. Every wasted hour. When a dream crawls back out of your throat, it hurts. But I can do better than those little statues. I can. If you help me. This art will memorialize Cheng Valley. And we'll finish it together. Cheng Valley has many faces. Many themes, characters, eras, stages of its existence. Take a look through this junk, and we'll pick one of those faces. A face to show Cheng Valley to the unborn children of the next season. You do that while I make some tea.
Within the piles of junk, I found a metal cutout of a symbol. These patterns, what powers have they had and lost?
The sleep symbol. This is the pattern, the vibration the prayer makes. When the prayer is said, you can feel it in the air, but you can see it in the water. If you ever see this pattern in motion, prepare to sleep.
I did. I saw a pattern form in the bowl.
Oh, you prayed. You are adopting the culture here so quickly. That is a small prayer you experienced.
What other prayers are there?
There are two others. Remember and forget. But this one is my favorite. This is the pattern that ended the war. Sonia, the monk, used this prayer to end the war. A prayer to end a season. God of sleep listened. The power was greater and deeper than anyone knew. That was how the last season ended. Do you want this to be our theme?
Yeah.
Very good. And the tea is ready. In the past, I tried to control everything. My work was dead. This time, let's follow our intuition, gather some pieces, and see what happens. What magic might be hiding in this day, which will pass and never return? This tea is good for the throat. It makes me want to sing.
When God said your name, I almost fainted. Sitting on the back porch all evening. Leaving every light on. Falling awake. Around.
That was it. That was Cheng Valley. I thought we would capture Cheng Valley in a piece of art, but we captured it in a moment instead. A moment can never hang on the wall of a museum, but you will still carry it with you. You were the co-author of this moment. I would never have found it without you. I'll rest these weary knees, these old eyes. But you're welcome to bring me images of this valley, as long as you bring them close enough for me to see. I'll tell you what I know. There's only a little bit of today left, and then the city, the flood, the lights, the next season.
The locket in the birdhouse.
Oh, you'd never believe it. That locket was a gift from a famous singer. But you won't get me, an old lady, reminiscing about a dalliance? No. Next question, please.
Can I take a photo of you?
Ha! All right.
Matiora is a true artist.
Can you tell me more about the
I
valley?
wish I could show you around. But maybe you can bring the valley to me. You could show me photographs you've taken here, and I'll rummage around in my mind for any gems. Silent writers, have you ever written words on your own home? Poetry on a dead surface? To throw up your name, to go all city, to bomb the system? These old values are particularly unknown now. My last commissioned work, a misguided memorial. I made these dogs of war and spread them out around the valley, like the soldiers used to be. But the war didn't need a statue. We have the soldiers themselves, frozen in time. This is Ting Valley at its best. Someone must have been walking through the cemetery one day and spotted some ancient graves, no flowers, unkept, and thought, what about these people? Not remembered, not forgotten either. So the ceremony of the random dead was born. The monks extract some memories from someone, tried to sketch their life in an evening. What would otherwise be lost? Millions of people live and die just beyond our peripheral vision. A random arm is slung along your shoulder. You make a friend, they'll never know you. Where was I? Not accustomed to talking this much. I like it. This is Ting Valley at its someone in what about not remember? So the monks tried to what would other millions of people random arm you make a friend. Where was I? Not I like it. Oh dear. Did you speak with him?
I actually did not.
You did well to avoid his gaze. I'm looking forward to the void being buried underwater. When the war came to the valley, everyone said, this is not our war, even as it reshaped our lives, as friends and family were killed in the night. This is not our war. Our resistance was slow, but intuitive. Yes, the water coming, the flood, the dam. I'm tired of it. What is natural? What is man-made? The dam created this valley. Of course we caused the flood over and over. We never learned.
All right, off camera. Well, on camera, but to save you the hassle, I went through all the images, and those were the comments that she said that meant a lot.
Well, you should be sure to visit the shrine. When the sun is down, the gate will open.
All right, we are gonna head to the shrine. I think we're done. I gotta do the journal for the book, but we are essentially. It's gonna be the time for the shrine.
Night has fallen. The doors to the shrine must be open now.
here real quick. Let's,
A face worn with the strain of creation. She is compelled to create, like how I feel compelled to document this season.
picture religion. It seems important to this history. Alright. So we're gonna quickly look through this, real quick. Alright, so this is the timeline as we sit. And then, who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I came from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight, just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder says means the season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming, and everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions, and I began to feel how little I know. What is the season that is about to end, and why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world, but never did. So I asked if I could leave. The elder had one condition for letting me go, that I take what I collect to the museum vault, a palace of art and memory at the edge of the earth. She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages, what it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room. I can hear my mom's voice. We completed a goodbye ritual. I just performed a ritual with my mom. The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you. For the future. Carl Village. My village was created to survive the turning of seasons. But I don't want to just survive. I want to know life and carry it into the future. Who is Dr. Fumio? This is Dr. Fumio and his son. He spent his life working to cure psychedelic maladies. He said the dream sickness was caused by something especially powerful, and it was never cured. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead and for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and the dead are holding you up. Now stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone, so the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them. The path out of Koro. There's only one path out. These sights and sounds were so close to me all this time. I just needed to step out. The elder, she said she became the elder by getting old. The Tiang Valley entrance. I came upon the entrance to the valley, hints of what might be awaiting me down there. What are the Grey Hands doing? The Grey Hand I met told me to record what his group is up to. They have plans for a better future. The serene pond area. The valley was itself radiant with life. The air smelled sweet and green. They had to leave so much behind. At the assembly point, my map calls this place the assembly point. People passed through here not long ago. The cow farm, the smell of dry hay, the ringing of cowbells. I tried to understand animal-human coexistence. The parking lot. The cars are gone, but the land made cold and dead for them survives. In the parking lot, what happened during the war? The war came to Tiang Valley. Sanya the monk protected the valley from the soldiers. The East Forest Path. The land curves and we curve it, and are curved by it in turn. Along the way, I hear and smell and touch and listen. Pate's dream. Pate told me about the heavy dream he had. He dreamed he was in the forest. He was hungry and tried to eat an apple, but the apples kept moving around in time, becoming unripe and rotten. A ghost-like person told him to stare into the sun to clear out his vision. The ghost-like person would disappear when he did. He saw me taking notes and felt better. He stared into the sun, and when he regained his senses, he took a bite of a red round fruit, and it was delicious. The dig site, tucked away in the West Forest, is an area that has been recently disturbed. The dig site, they were transporting Harpic out of the valley. What is Day Zero? It's a plan to remove the haunted quality of this season. The West Forest Path. I could feel the past flowing through the air, and here I inhaled history. Exhaled history. It was all too much. The fruit farm, a farm upon a hill with love and labor, was expected here. The ancient tree. This tree is the oldest, largest living thing I've ever seen. A life on the lawn. Sophie needs to finish packing it by tonight. She can't decide what to take with her. I tried to help. Kochi's tour. Sophin's son, Kochi, took me on a sightseeing tour of the valley. The cemetery. To remember the dead, they place a stone. To remember the stones, take a photograph. The cemetery path. The paths around the cemetery held signs of life. The artist in the valley, deep within the forest, stood a lone house, belonged to an old woman who has been making art in the valley all her life. She wanted me to bring her pictures of her work to see at one last time. Thought a summary was going to be nice for that, because I have a feeling I don't know how far away we are from the end, but it feels like we're coming to it.